Hey guys, so today I'm kind of winging it a little bit with this video. I had originally planned on doing something totally different, but honestly, I just wasn't really feeling it. I woke up in kind of a crappy mood today. I knew I had a lot of things I wanted to get done. I had a lot of videos that I wanted to film, and just trying to get myself energized was super difficult. And I kind of realized, like, I don't really talk to you guys very much about my personal life. We mostly just chat beauty, which, I mean, honestly is the reason that I'm here. Like, I love talking about products. I love sharing my opinions with you guys. I love doing tutorials and showing you how to use products. Like, that is why I do YouTube. But I am also a person with a life behind the camera. And sometimes it just, you know, affects you and makes you not necessarily really excited to, like, put makeup on your face and get out of bed and get dressed and get going, you know? So I figured, you know, I really didn't want to miss out on this week's video or next Monday's video. So I definitely wanted to try to find some inspiration to sit with you guys. I ended up actually going out to Walgreens because I was hunting for the new Wet n Wild foundation, and I did manage to get my hands on it. And I decided that rather than do the tutorial I was originally planning, I just wanted to do kind of like a get ready with me. We're gonna play with some new products, kind of make a very fresh, like, springtime look. I feel like right now I need a look that's gonna perk me up a little bit because I'm kind of feeling a little low energy. So yeah, I thought we could just kind of chat about life, play with some makeup, test out some new things together, and see what we come up with. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Lauren. Hello. Normally I am way more upbeat than I'm feeling today. Hopefully you will stick around, you will click that little subscribe button down below and join our little family here. And this is the perfect time to get to know me if you're new, because I suppose we'll be chatting about some things I don't normally chat about. So to start things out, I am going to be using this Glow Minerals Mattifying Primer. This was sent to me last week, I believe. I've been using it a few times. I really like it a lot. It's a new launch, I believe, for them. Oh God, I just got way too much there. Oh jeez. This primer reminds me a lot of the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector, I think is what it's called. It's a similar texture, but it's not quite as sticky and glue-like, but it does really smooth out the look of your skin and help to reduce shine. So I'm just going to basically press this into my skin in the areas that I get oily, which is typically around my nose, my forehead, and my chin. I have combination skin in the winter and super just all over oily skin in the summertime. As soon as it gets warm, I feel like I'm a living grease ball. But at this time of year, because it's a little bit drier, I tend to not get so oily in my cheeks, just where I have my larger pores. And on top of that, and I don't know if you guys know this struggle, I also have allergies. I get allergy shots. I've been doing my treatment now for 2 years. So I am going to be able to go down to every 3 weeks now, which is great. The first week I was doing allergy treatments, I had to go every week for a shot, and then last year I went every 2 weeks, and now I can go every 3 weeks, which will be totally a lifesaver because it's just kind of a pain to go to the doctors that frequently. But because I have allergies, so my nose runs a lot, I feel like foundation never stays like around my nose. I always end up wiping it off because I'm blowing my nose constantly. It's such a pain in the butt. So if you have allergies and you understand the struggle, let me know in the comments down below. Leave me some hands up emojis. So this is the foundation we're trying out today. It is the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. I grabbed the shade Golden Beige, which may be way too dark for me. We're about to find out. I feel like every time I look at my videos, my skin on my face looks like it's like a million shades lighter than my neck. And in person, the contrast is not that great. It may just be my lighting, I don't really know, but it drives me nuts. So this shade looked like it was the most yellow toned. So I'm hoping that it will match with my complexion. And I've heard really great reviews about this stuff from a bunch of different people online. So I'm hoping that it will be as excellent as they all say. It's $5.99. It's like super affordable foundation. And I just was in the mood to try something new. Like, I love my Milani Conceal and Perfect. I like my IT Cosmetics CC cream, but sometimes a girl just gotta switch it up a little bit. So the bottle on this has like a weird like paddle spatula applicator thing. So I just put it on the back of my hand and then put it from there with my fingers onto my face, and then I'm gonna blend it in with my NYX blending sponge. I probably should be talking less and blending more so this doesn't dry down looking all crazy and patchy on me. I actually think that's a pretty good shade match for me. I don't know, what do you guys think? How do you think that looks? Like, the bottle says this is a medium warm shade, and I never really think of myself as being medium, but I feel like I'm just so used to using really light foundations that I'm not really getting the right color for myself. I probably actually am more like light medium, and this shade just tends to run a little lighter on the medium side of things. So my initial thoughts on this, I actually really like the finish. It is like a nice natural satin finish. It's not really matte, but it's not super luminous either. And it's not full coverage. Like, I think I can build it up, but it definitely sort of still looks like skin, which I like. I don't really like foundations that are so full coverage that they make you look like your skin is plastic, like it's too much. Like, I want my skin to still show like a little bit of its natural texture, you know, so you don't feel like you're wearing a mask. The only bad thing I feel like so far that I've noticed is it kind of smells a little bit like paint. Like, it smells very chemically, which is a little weird, so I'm not a huge fan of that. So for concealer, I'm going to be using this Milani Retouch and Erase Light Lifting Concealer in the shade Medium Light number 3. I got this at Gen Beauty. I've used this a few times. It's not my favorite concealer. I feel like it's a little too light, which is weird because I really love the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation, and that's super thick and like really creamy and has a ton of coverage to it. And then this sort of feels like way more lightweight, so I don't know. But we're just gonna put this under the eyes, and then I'm just kind of dabbing it in a few little places where I have some spots that I want to conceal, and then I'm gonna go in again and blend this out with my sponge. Part of the reason why I think I am like all stressed and crazy lately. So, backstory on me, I have a full-time job, or well, I had full-time hours and I actually just reduced them to 32 hours a week from 40 so that I could focus more time on blogging and also a program. I'm essentially going back to school. Like, it's not really school. I don't know how exactly to describe it. So I got my bachelor's degree in 2009 from UConn. I double majored in psych and human development and family studies. I thought I wanted to work with kids, maybe do like child psychology, but then that didn't really feel quite right to me. Side note, I'm gonna set this down with this Wet n Wild Photofocus pressed powder. I grabbed the shade Warm Light. This is also brand new to me, and it's like $5, so it's really affordable. So after I graduated college, I basically, after a year, nannied for a while for 4 girls. That was exhausting. Then I ended up in a job where I work now. I work in a doctor's office, and I've been working there for 7 years, and it's kind of amazing how quickly the time after college goes by. Like, it's crazy. You don't even realize it, but like, I feel like compared to any other time in my life, time now goes by so much faster when I don't have like months off at a time or anything like that. It's like every week just kind of blends into the next one because you're working. Then I'm going to do a little bit of bronzing and contouring. I'm going to give this Bronze Booster palette from Physicians Formula another try. I've been using this on and off because I don't really love it. Like, I want to like it, but I'm not sure how I feel about it. I feel like this Luxie brush, this is actually a blush brush, the number 514, has been pretty good for contouring, especially with this middle shade here. I feel like it goes on a little less patchy. So anyway, back in the fall, I kind of decided that I was ready for sort of a life change. And I have a good friend of mine who is a life and business coach. He used to be a financial advisor. He went to business school and kind of decided that he wanted to work more with companies to sort of improve the way workplaces ran and just improve people's workplace happiness and things like that, and productivity. And sort of like being the psych major that I am, the whole coaching field really spoke to me. So I feel like part of the reason why I haven't changed jobs or anything is because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Nothing really felt right to me. So coaching sort of felt like the first right thing that had come along since I graduated college. I'm gonna grab this big old brush. I'm gonna go into the bronzy shade here just a little bit and take this around the perimeter a little more to warm things up. So basically, I am going to be in a coach training program for the next 8 months, and by the end of it I should be able to sit for the exam to get certified if I would like to. Gonna blush things up with this LORAC Buildable blush in the shade Prism. This was in my February favorites. I love this peachy color, so pretty. So yeah, basically right now I am kind of like in this advanced standing program, so I've basically already started my coursework, but the program doesn't officially start until the end of March. And just between trying to blog, and I'm still working 32 hours a week, plus doing my schoolwork on top of things, it's just kind of been a lot lately, and it's also scary to make a big life change. And eventually the plan is for me to leave my current job and do coaching full time, but it's scary when you've been in a job for 7 years and it's sort of like your safety net, your comfort zone, to go out and do something else and like hope that it's going to be your life calling. So we're going to highlight next with this Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. I accidentally ripped the label off. Can we just talk for a second about how pretty this looks? I'm looking in the viewfinder and I don't even know if you can see the pattern because this is so light reflective, but it has like a tropical flower detail on it that's super pretty. So yeah, I think, you know, when I wake up in the morning, if I'm feeling sort of blah and unmotivated, and I have these days during the week, like I have one day off to do blog stuff and to do my coaching work and class work and stuff, if I'm not feeling motivated, I sort of feel like that's like my one-shot opportunity to get things done, and I get really frustrated with myself, which just kind of motivates me even more. And I really kind of have to like stop and take some time to like reset myself and like break out of those negative thought cycles so I can actually like move forward and be productive. So that's kind of what we're doing today. Like I really just was like, you know what? I just want to sit down and like chat with you guys and talk about life a little bit and play with makeup. And not just sort of do everything as like perfect and planned as I normally do. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this as well. I'm gonna fill my brows in with my Makeup Revolution brow pomade. I talked about this in my monthly favorites as well. It's really, really great. This is like an excellent dupe for the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, which you know what? I need to add that to my list. I'm planning on doing a dupes video, I think, sometime soon. And I was trying to remember all of the dupes I came across when I was doing my makeup declutter. And I feel like this is another thing that I kind of had forgotten about, so I need to remember to add this to the list. So yeah, despite the fact that I'm feeling kind of poo-y today, I mean, I have generally been so happy lately with just the way that things have been going, especially here on my channel. As per right now, I'm like 10 subscribers away from hitting 1K, which is fantastic. Like, considering how long I've been blogging, I feel like the last year I've been really pushing myself to take things seriously, and I'm finally starting to see the like benefits of my hard work, and it's really, really cool. So thank you guys for subscribing if you're subscribed, and for everybody that leaves such nice comments and that likes all my posts on Instagram and Facebook and everything. Like, you guys definitely give me the energy to get up and keep doing this, especially on days like this when I kind of feel like I don't want to do anything. Here I am, like, wanting to talk to you guys. All right, so I have another new Glow Minerals product here. This is their shadow primer, so we're gonna use this as a base for our eyeshadows. I feel like the texture of this reminds me of the Too Faced Shadow Insurance a little bit, but it's a little bit thicker and maybe a little bit slippier. I feel like it has a bit more pigmentation to it too, but it does blend out pretty nicely. So this is the hard part, trying to decide what I want to do with my eyeshadow today. I think I want to use my Pixi palette because I'm basically obsessed with this. I don't think I've used this in a tutorial on my channel yet, if I'm remembering correctly. I might have used it in like Instagram tutorials, but I don't think I've used it here. And I think I might also throw in some of my new Colourpop shadows because I'm just feeling it today. So I'm going to start with this shade right here. It's called Good Morning, and I'm just going to buff this into the crease. This is just like a really nice transition color. I also am like so ready right now for spring. So I live in Connecticut and it's freaking cold here for like the majority of the year. We had some like really warm days last week. It was like 60 degrees outside, and of course I'm stuck at work like looking out the window like So I just am like so ready for there to be like leaves back on the trees and flowers and things that just like make me feel excited to be alive and to be outside. I feel like being cooped up all winter definitely does not help me to be in a good mood. For the lid, I'm going to use this Colourpop shadow in Come and Get It. I'm still so obsessed with this color. Oh my god, it is so pretty. It's like a pink shadow with a gold duochrome in it. So pretty. I feel like this shade has springtime written all over it. For serious. So I think I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is called Tutu. It's sort of like a mauve-y matte color, and I'm just going to use this to deepen up the crease a little bit more. I'm going to concentrate this on the outer corner to start, and then blend the color towards the center, so that way it's sort of a little bit lighter, like I'm barely even touching my eye once I move towards the inner portion of it. Then I'm going to use my Luxie Small Tapered Blending Brush. This is like my favorite brush for doing like the very outer V because it's nice and tiny and precise, but it's still fluffy enough to blend. I think I'm going to go in with this shade here in the bottom corner. This one's Dark Chocolate, and we're just going to take just a little bit of this right on the outer corner. And then a highlight, I'm going to go into Snowflake here. For the lower lash line, I think I'm going to take Tutu again, and I'm just going to smudge this out under the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take Dark Chocolate, like right in the very outer corner, just to deepen that up a little bit. So I think I'm going to skip out on wing liner today. I know. I feel like I just want something a little less harsh. So I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs Highliner Matte Gel Eye Crayon in the shade Earthquake, which is a nice, deep, rich brown. And I'm just going to kind of like take this real close to the lash line and do it in just tiny little strokes. This is just going to kind of like add a little bit of fullness and thickness to the base of the lashes, but it's not going to like look too dramatic. And then what I like to do is go in with my pencil brush and just smudge everything out so it's nice and smooth. Sometimes we have, even with young eyes, we sometimes have like wrinkly skin on our eyes, and when you're using a pencil liner, sometimes it can skip just a little bit, or the line can be not perfectly even if you don't want to like tug your eye. And you don't want to tug that eye because you don't want to make it more wrinkly. So just going over it with a brush like this will just smooth everything out. But you got to kind of work quick because this stuff, once it sets, is like seriously waterproof and does not budge, which is great. You just kind of got to work with it quickly. So for mascara, I'm using this Clarins Super Volume Mascara. This has been like my go-to every day. So I'm just going to pop on a couple of coats of this and make my lashes look nice and voluminous. I feel like this mascara is reaching the point where it might be starting to get old, which makes me super, super sad because I like it a lot and I don't want to get rid of it. So honestly, you could leave the eyes just like this, but I'm feeling a little extra today, so we're gonna go in with some false lashes. So I got this Ardell lash book at the Christmas time, and I have been really into these lashes right here, the number 113 lashes. And actually, it's so funny, I was watching Kathleen Lights do her February favorites this morning, and she was talking about these exact same lashes and how she's been wearing them, and I was like, Kathleen, I got you, boo. So I'm just going to apply this with my Duo Lash Glue. This is the brush-on adhesive with vitamins. I actually like this one because I feel like it's not as irritating to my eyes as some other lash glues. These lashes are like super, super long and very flirty, which I like because my lids are pretty big. So like a lot of times with certain lashes, I feel like they're actually not quite long enough to like actually offset like a really dramatic eye look for me. These ones I like, I've been digging them. So I have decided, like, after today, and it's funny because I kind of wanted this to already start, but I had a gift card, so the money I spent at Walgreens today was only $20, but it was on an old gift card, so I didn't spend any, like, new money. But, like, I seriously need to go on no-buy right now because I feel like I have spent so much money on beauty products, and now that I'm paying for school and things, it's just like, I need to be a little bit more conscientious about where my money is going. But honestly, I think it's a good thing. I have so much makeup and skincare and so many products, and I feel like I'd like to spend more time talking about individual ones, doing more tutorials with things that I already have. If you guys have any requests of anything that you'd like to see a full review on or see me use in a tutorial, let me know in the comments down below. I really like getting feedback from you guys. It's really, really helpful for me. Does anyone else feel like they have a good eye with lashes and a bad eye with lashes? Like, I feel like my lashes always go on real easy with this eye and they're a pain in the friggin' butt with this one. All right, and for lips, I'm gonna go in with this new Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit liquid lipstick. This is in the shade number 922 Coral Corruption. I felt like this is such a very springy shade. I love corally lips. And after hearing how amazing Tati said these were, I was like, yo, I need to try these. I like the applicator on this. Like, it's a doe foot, but it has like a curve in it, so it kind of like really hugs your lips. Oh, this color is giving me life right now. So pretty. So the texture on this feels weird. It's like very creamy and almost like pillowy, but it does feel like it's drying down matte, but it's not dry and like sucking all the life out of my lips. And this is my completed look. I feel like it is very fresh and springy, pretty much using mostly drugstore products, a nice little mix in here of a few high-end things, a few drugstore things. I gotta say, looking in the mirror, like, I'm really, really liking the foundation and the powder. My skin looks very smooth, but still very natural. Like, I'm really, really digging it a lot. So thank you guys for hanging out, playing with makeup with me, chatting about life a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little weird, but if you enjoy these sort of rambly, chatty, getting ready with me style videos, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Give this one a thumbs up. I always really appreciate your support. I'm sure I will be back in my next video in a much more chipper mood. I'm already feeling a lot better. It was really great just to hang out with you guys and chat and do my makeup, so thank you for that. And as always, I hope you're having an awesome, awesome day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.